हे गाइस, क्या हाल चाल। नया दिन नई शुरुआत। एंड आज का ये वीडियो मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्पेशल आपके लिए लेकर आया बिकॉज बहुत बार हम फार्मेसी को एज अ नैरो स्पेक्ट्रम सब्जेक्ट समझते हैं। लेकिन आज मैं आपके लिए फॉरेंसिक साइंसेस एंड फार्मास्यूटिकल साइंसेस कैसे एक दूसरे से लिंक है एंड ब्रिज है, एंड कैसे आगे इसके करियर्स हम क्या क्या परस्यू कर सकते हैं। Because there are lots of IITs that offer the courses on pharmaceutical science and forensic sciences together. सो जैसे बिकॉज दे हैव लॉट ऑफ कनेक्टिंग लिंक्स, तो वो क्या है वो हम आज के वीडियो में जानेंगे। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। सबसे पहला टॉक्सिकोलॉजी। द फार्मास्यूटिकल लिंक इज बिकॉज यू आइडेंटिफाइड द ड्रग सेफ्टी, यू परफॉर्म सेफ्टी फार्माकोलॉजिकल स्टडीज, द पीके पीडी पैरामीटर्स लाइक द Cmax, AUC. The forensic link, how what is the cause of mortality, morbidity, abuse, overdose, etc. So we can interpret the post-mortem drug levels and correlate with the toxicity thresholds. Right? हम लॉयल, नॉयल, MTD, BMD ये सारे अलग अलग डोसेस कैलकुलेट करते हैं, बेंचमार्क डोज, मैक्सिमम टॉलरेटेड डोज. So this is how we can link forensic science with pharmaceutical sciences. The next is analytical chemistry. Being analyst, we being pharmacist, we are also acquainted with the skill of analysis because we perform functions of LCMS, tandem spectroscopy, GCMS, a lot of analytical techniques that can help in impurity profiling, trace evidence analysis, substance identification. The third is pharmacogenomics. So nowadays we all know that precision medicine, stratified medicine, and dosing optimization is very very essential. And nowadays, there are custom made medicines or designer drugs that is gaining a lot of importance. So the forensic link is genetic predisposition. Sometimes there are a lot of unexplained causes of death, either because of failed metabolism, failed excretion, or some of the other reasons. So, we can have in well, autopsies, biopsies, we can take out tissues, just like in the cancer, we take out tissue, we perform mammography, we perform breast cancer. In the breast cancer, we take out breast tissues and perform biopsies. So, similarly, in the animals, also, if there's any ovaries or testes or any other toxicity, we can have a brief overview upon the same. The next is the drug regulation. So the drug approval, regulatory pathways for identifying counterfeit investigations. All of these can be useful for forensic tools. With the help of forensic tools, we can help to catch these types of falsified medications. The next is forensic pharmacology. So just like there is drug utilization review, the forensic pharmacology is involving in interpreting the drug facilitated crimes. So many times there are a lot of drugs, rave drugs, lot of drugs that are being given. They say we use hyoscine in lie detector test. So there are a lot of drugs that causes abuse, overdose, or sometimes you would have heard that इसने पानी में मिला के गोली दे दी, or somebody has taken overdose of morphine or anything. So that is what identifying in prescription frauds, drug facilitated crimes. So clinical pharmacology and forensic pharmacology can play a vital role. The next is bioanalytical methods. Bioanalytical methods, mostly we need a bioanalytical validation. So we have bioassays, we have bioanalytical HPLCs, were used to measure the drug concentration. So in the fluids, we have different fluids: CSF, serum, vagina, plasma, right? Sweat. A lot of fluids can serve as a bioanalytical measure for the COE, cause of effect and cause of death. So that can be useful. So the key concepts are dose response relationship, biomarker analysis, genetic variability, ADME properties, and we can use various tools like immunoassays, spectroscopy, microscopies, genotyping. So genotyping, basically you can perform quantitative PCR using TACMAN probes also. And the suggested resources, you can read out books by Coyle, Forensic Pharmacology, Journal of Analytical Toxicology. There are a lot of organizations as well that look into it, like the Society of Foreign Toxicologists. So you can also have a case based approach, right? It is very important that a lot of if any teachers are watching the video, case based learning, you give out any forensic case studies, because I'm also a faculty for a lot of examinations for foreign. So in the foreign examinations, one of the very famous subject is forensic and generalized science, where there are forensic case studies. They give you case studies rather than cramming up or ratta. This is a very bad thing. You should never mug up. Your fundamentals and concepts must be clear. So you can also look into epigenetics, like the histone modification, DNA methylation, etc. So that's it for today's video. I hope that this video was insightful for you to identify the connection link between the pharmaceutical science and the forensic sciences. Looking forward for more videos ahead. Do like, share, subscribe my channel for more such upcoming videos.